welcome to my channel. My name is Janet. Today we'll be doing a 20-minute Pilates and barre fusion class that will be focusing on legs, arms and the core. Now the only equipment that you will need today is a chair or a bench, something to hold on to for a bit of balance, and a light set of hand weights. I've gone with 1 kilo, feel free to go a little bit lighter or a little bit heavier. Now if you do not have light weights floating around, that is totally fine. You can just grab like 2 bottles of water or 2 cans of something, or you can choose to use no weights whatsoever. Now let's get started.
Alright team, let's get started with the chair on the right. Standing with your legs hip apart, stepping out with the left leg. Coming into your plies. Nice and steady, not too deep yet as we're just warming up through that body. Good. Alright, taking into that curtsy, so that left leg is going to cross behind your right leg, bending low into that right leg. Arms coming down to sweep as you step down into the curtsy. Feel free to just keep the hand on the hip if you don't want to work the arms at the same time as the legs. Good. Alright, hand onto the hip. So we're going to go into that curtsy and then kick out to the side. Careful with your balance. As you saw, I lost mine. So step that left leg out to the curtsy, kick up high, point the toe. If you can lift it up to hip level, go for it. Good. Alright, stepping it out nice and wide into that plie, arm up into the air, heel lifted on the left side, and drop it down into a deeper squat now. Nice and wide in the legs, make sure the knee stays just over the toes and not too far in front of it. Option is to have the heels down, of course. Stay down here and let's pulse it out into your nice medium level plie. Again, if it gets too much for your calves, drop that left heel all the way down. Otherwise, keep it up for a little bit more range. Nice. Alright, pointing that left leg forward, toes turned down, start to lift the leg up towards hip level. Arm lifting up when the leg goes up if you wish to. Otherwise, keep the arm back onto the hip. Tummy muscles pulled in, so we're just going to lift through the top of the thigh. Good. Holding that leg up high, we're going to tap the toes towards the knees. Keep the height of the knee in line with your hips if possible. Feel free to drop it a little bit lower if it's getting a bit too much now. Nice. Alright, turn into the chair. We're going to lift that left leg up and down. Right knee, if you notice, always has a little bit of bend in it, so that we can work on the stability of the glutes and the leg muscles there. Generally, I find the standing leg works quite hard. Nice. Alright, we're tapping the leg to the left and back. Left toe lightly. In order to get the toes to the ground, to the outside of the mat, you need to bend your right knee a little bit lower, so it comes into like a bit of a single leg squat, and sweep the leg back into the middle. Squeeze through the glutes, holding. Now go to the opposite side. So to the middle line and to the right side. And then I'll bring it together in a full rainbow. So we're just doing one side then the other. Again, dropping the knee lower as the foot taps. Alright, taking the leg to the left, we're going to swing it up and over to the right and up. So drawing a big rainbow with your legs. Squeeze the bum so that your lower back doesn't get too sore. But if it does, feel free to just bring the leg a little bit lower and not going all the way up to hip level. Nice. Hold that leg up there. We're going to do circles outwards and inwards. Doesn't matter which way you go, because after these 20 seconds we will go the other way, just so we can get it nice and even. Keep holding the leg up. Nice. Alright, start to reverse the other direction for circling. Your standing leg still bending, don't forget. Should start to feel a little bit uncomfortable now in that standing leg, and of course your top glute on the left side. Some of my circles become less circly over time. Nice. All right, stepping your left foot all the way back. We're going to start to drop the knee into lunges. Front knee at 90, back knee at 90. Keeping your hips steady, pelvis neutral, and drop like an elevator down to the ground. Hold that knee down and lift that right heel up and down. Oh, a bit of shaking in the leg I've noticed for myself. Feel free to feel that same shake probably coming through the leg. Great, stay here, heels up. We're going to pulse it out through that lunge position. Obviously, if it's too much, drop the heel on the right. Otherwise, keep it nice and high and your calves will get nice and toned. Almost there, we've got 5 more seconds to go. Perfect. And release. You get to stretch out the quad on that left leg. And then your right leg, we're going to take it into a figure 4. Just to open up through the glute. I'm moving my chair to the other side just so to prepare, but we're going to move on to arms. So grab your set of hand weights or resistance or no weights at all. Lifting arms, L shape, and then lift up to shoulder. So your elbows are leading and your hands are in line with the shoulders or to the elbow or slightly below it but not above it. Alright, so hold the arms up. We're going to extend it straight and then bend it back in. Weights coming in together, out together. The height of the arms is important here to keep that resistance and tension on your shoulders to start to tone up your arms. That's it. Alright, lifting the arms up and down. Tummy muscles put in. So don't let the arms go too far behind your head. You still should be able to see them just in front of you if you lift the eye gaze upwards to the roof a little bit. And then the arms just drop down to shoulder again. Alright, we're going to open it out. So lift the arms up to the side and then bring it back in to sweep. Like you're drawing a semicircle or a rainbow with those 2 arms there. Maybe a little bit uncomfortable in the shoulders is totally normal. Alright, so straight up and straight to the side, palms facing upwards, slight bend in the elbows, but not too much. I'm definitely feeling it in them arms, I can see it in my face now. You might still be okay, we're almost there. Alright, so arms up and then forward. Parallel to your shoulders. If it gets too much, you can do a single arm or no weights. Try not to arch too much through the back. Good. Crisscross the arms. The arms stay high in the air. And we're just going to crisscross the arms here without rocking the torso too much. You got it, teams. Arms are nearly done. The burn should be real here. And release the weights. Try not to drop on the toes. Let's stretch one arm and shoulder. Pull the other one over. Good news, you've got another leg. This time your left leg is staying put. Your right leg is going to be the moving into your plies. Stepping out and in. So your body should be a bit warmer. You should be able to go at least same range as you were on the other side, if not maybe a little bit deeper. Alright, curtsy's coming. Curtsy to the queen. Stepping that right leg behind the left. Sweeping the arms if you wish to. Of course, not necessary to do the arm and leg coordination here. Nice. Alright, hand onto the hip. We go into the curtsy and then kick out to the side. If your hips are a bit tight, don't stress if your legs don't lift that high. Up to hip level. Go to where you can. curtsy and sweep. Light touch on the chair, just for balancing. Step it nice and wide into a plie, heel up, drop it into your squat. Arm goes up when you go down. Of course, no arm is definitely fine here. Just to give a little bit of ballet feel with the arms there. Good. All right, holding that pulse down, arm lifted to the roof. This is what a fake ballerina looks like. I'm sure those of you who've done ballet when you were younger looks a lot more elegant than this. Great. All right, pointing that leg in front on the right, lifting upwards to hip level, toes turned down, heel is a little bit higher. Straighten your leg. You got it. We're going to hold that leg up into the air, tap that foot down to the knee, and extend out. Tough on that hip flexor at the top. Little muscles we're working on right here. All right, turn into the chair. That right leg is behind you, lifting up and down. Left leg bends and holds steady. So whatever bend you're holding is pretty much what you're committing to for this round. As you lift that leg up, remember if it hurts the lower back, just don't go too high. Think about squeezing your bum. All right, so sweeping that leg outwards to the right side and back into the middle. Every time that leg sweeps to the right, your left knee needs to bend lower in order to get the toes out to the side of you. Light tap. All right, to the other side we go. Then remember, we're going to bring it into the rainbow. We're just practicing on both sides. So taking that right leg all the way to the outside of the left side of the mat, crossing it through and squeezing it back into the middle. Take it to the front, swing it all the way to the back with a lift in the middle so it looks like a rainbow because it has a little bit of arch in the middle there. Good. So your standing leg always bends down when the leg starts to get low to the floor. Holding it up there, we're going to draw those circles. Again, if your circles get a bit questionable, don't stress, as long as you're keeping that movement going through. Calf muscles definitely activated, through the glutes, through the whole thigh. All right, swap that direction, other way. So close to your lunges, and then this leg portion is going to be done where we hit the floor. But stay with me because I do have a special final leg burner at the end. All right, so step it back with your right nice and far, about 1 meter. Start to bend through your front knee and back knee. Knee coming down to the floor. For your lovely lunges. Chair's definitely helpful for balance here. We're going to hold that knee down all the way and then lift your front heel up and down. On the left side, a little bit of shaking through the legs is quite normal. Nice option to keep the heel off the ground or place it down as we pulse out through the legs. Only 20 seconds here. Very close. Legs wants you to stop, but your mind is going to tell it to keep going for just 5 more seconds. That's me looking at the clock. And stretch. Pull that back foot in for your quad stretch. And then remember, your left leg will come into your figure 4. All right, about to head to the floor. Grab your weights. Let's do a little core action here. Tummy muscles with some weights. Hands on the ground with your weights holding. One leg comes out to 45 degrees and back in. Knees return to tabletop position. So pull your belly button in because you want to keep your lower back flat into the ground. And then let me add a bit of intensity by bringing your upper body in after this. Alright, so we're going to lift the arms and bring it to the side. When the leg goes out, your head and shoulders are now coming up. Tuck your chin in. Double chin is totally fine to protect your neck. Like a peach or a rolled up sock underneath your chin is what you're sort of thinking about. Alright, double legs out and in to make it harder. If it gets too much with double legs, go back to your single legs with the moves before. Pull in, flatten your stomach, breathe out on the extension. Nice. Alright, holding your legs out, arms just beside you. Remember, you can lower the legs a little bit more closer to the ground if you're feeling very zesty in your body and you've got a bit more energy to go. Go for it. Great. And just hug the knees in. Give it a little bit of roll. We're going to think about doing your obliques. So both hands on the right will have the weights. You can choose to just hold one weight, but that arm goes behind you, the opposite leg goes straight, right leg bent, other hand goes behind the head. As you exhale out, you're going to reach the arm to the outside of the opposite leg, up towards shin, towards ankle, all the way up to the foot if you can get there. I'm very proud of you if you can. Exhale on the reach, inhale coming down, and stay up there to pulse. So getting closer and closer towards the foot. Ankle I'm fine with, shin I'm fine with, perhaps not the knees today. Aim for a little bit above the knees if possible. Little puffs of air as you keep reaching upwards, empty out your diaphragm. Alright, we're going to hold it here. Get a bit higher if you can. Get to the ankles, get to the foot, get to the toes. But just making sure you're breathing even though everything else is still. After this, we're going to just swap the weights into the other hand and go to the other side. So lifting your right leg up, left arm reaching to the outside of that leg. Right hand goes behind the head for a bit of support in the neck. Breathe out as you crunch up. To the shin, to the ankle. Now pulse it up there. Getting closer and closer. Opposite shoulder lifting off the floor. The side of your stomach to start to get a little bit uncomfortable here. Totally normal. Alright, let's hold the pose. Again, I'm looking at the clock because I'm like, when are these 20 seconds done? Very soon. 10 more seconds, folks. Then we're going to return the weights into both hands for your final bit of abs. Alright, touch the ankles and reach out. Legs coming to 45. Arm going behind you, next door to your ears, bicep near the ears. Head and shoulders come up as you reach towards the leg and extend out. You got it. And release. Alright, just swing the legs side to side like a windshield wiping. And then you're going to come all the way up for your last little bit of leg burner. As promised, stay with me. You've got this. Heels together, come up on your tippy toes. Feel free to drop the heels. Tuck your bum under. And drop. Plie out with your heels together. Knees opening out like someone's pulling it open. And your bum is tucked in rather than sticking out behind you. After this, we'll stretch, yeah? So stay down in your squat position. Knees are clapping inwards and outwards towards each other. Feel free to come a little bit lower if you wish, if your legs are still feeling like you've got a bit more energy to go, because you've only got a few more moves here before we start to release. Alright, we're dropping down for 1, 2, up for 1, 2. So you go to middle plie, grande plie. Grande just means a very deep squat. So all the way down to the middle and lift. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. And then we stay down. So you go to the grande plie and then lift your bum up halfway. It's like a reverse pulse. Very effective for legs. Uncomfortable for the body while you're doing it. Almost done. Good. All right, legs nice and wide. We're gonna drop, lift the heel and push up. Squat, heel up, push. Dropping, heel, lift. Working on that foot muscle, very useful as well. Keeps the alignment of the knees. All right, heels up, stay low, and let's pulse. Last bit. Last 20 seconds of legs, and then we're stretching. You got it, team. Uncomfortable with the legs for sure now. 5 more. Hold, 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 and drop the heels one at a time. I lied, there's one more thing to do. We're just dropping the heels. So you're still staying in that wide squat and your one heel lifts up and down. Don't be mad because there's one more. This is it. And then we release. Straighten out the legs, have a little stretch. If you can get your right foot all the way up to the chair, go for it. If not, turn the chair around and go a little bit lower. This is very good for your hamstrings because I've just shortened all your muscles a little bit to lengthen it back out again. Keeps that nice lean look through the legs. Swap it over to the other side. Reach the arms up, elongate. Try to not hunch the back here if you can. Flatten your chest towards that straight leg. Take a breather. A lot of people don't like to stretch and just want to move on, but it's very good to just stretch everything back out. All right, stepping back, lower your chest and head below the arms for your shoulder to stretch back out from all those arm work you did with the weights earlier. Good, feet a little bit closer, side by side. Reaching the hand to the ground, so right knee bends and then you're going to reach your right arm up, twisting it out a little bit. The other leg is relatively straight. And then we're just going to repeat that on the other side. So you're going to lift the heel on the upper side, bend the knee a little bit, other leg stays relatively straight. Left arm reaches to the roof, eye gaze to the side, or you can turn it to look upwards to the hand. Stretching out the neck. Good. All right, facing forward, go a little bit wider with the legs. Lunge down into your right knee. Left leg stays straight. Go as deep as you can. Some of you might be able to drop a little bit lower in order to feel that inner thigh stretching out. Slowly maneuvering up and to the other side. Just make sure that other leg that you're not leaning into is straightening, because that's how you get your inner thighs to stretch out. Good, draw it back in, feet closer together. Take your time, roll it up one vertebrae at a time, head lights to come up, shoulders come back. And you're done. Thanks.
Amazing job, everybody. Thank you so much for working out with me today. If you have enjoyed the video, please like it, subscribe to my channel as it really helps my small channel grow, and I will see you on the next workout. Bye.